Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a quick look here again at Bitcoin, kind of an early look, seeing what's going on here. We're testing that lower 64,000 mark. We talked about this previously being a potential support range, but once again, we got to double check a few things to make sure we're on the right track. So this is the liquidation for the last 7 days. Kind of see where we're at. We're going to just jump right into that here. We can kind of tell that this lower level here, about 62 to 62,600. Is the next area of liquidation. These are kind of some late longs here and some early longs as well. So that's kind of an area / heavy concentration there. We can also see about 67,300 is the next area to the upside effectively, as you know those shorts are hedged pretty well at about 67 mark. Again, we looked at it previously. 67,000 is that new resistance level based on a few factors on the daily time frame, which we're going to look at here and now. So quickly to note, before we get started, congrats to our community members. A nice, awesome profit here recently from a few trades. Again, we're taking a lot less trades than usual right now, just because the market's been very choppy. It can be very difficult to find a lot of success. Honestly, there's no doubt that this month has been a tumultuous one. Yeah, and again, it's very, very normal. A lot of traders have different, good and bad months, and I can confidently say that April has not been great to us. But good news is, the last 10 months in a row have been pretty solid, all green, super favorable. So, it all equals out in the long run. Having said that, though, where are we at here? Where are we going to equal out? So what's the deal with Bitcoin? First of all, 67,000. That's this range here where the 20 days. Correction. That's the 50-day moving average, and then we got the 20 working its way down. We're below both of those. That's generally considered to be somewhat of a bearish sign. We're still above the 200 and the 100. So again, you got to keep in mind the daily time frame is not like super bearish, but still not looking great. There's no other way around it. We're diverging on the MACD here. Stochastic is swinging down. We're under 50 on the RSI. Money flow is just kind of chilling. So for the most part, we're not seeing anything that's really substantial here to allow for us to expect the price to continue further up. Again, a lot of it has to do with some macro stuff here, or more so, some fundamental things going on in the world right now too, with earning reports in the traditional markets. That really does factor into crypto trading. So you got to recognize, even though they're totally separate, dollar index increases or decreases, we can see Bitcoin do the opposite. So again, a lot of that factors in here. So anyways, what I'm getting at is it's kind of messy and generally speaking not super favorable conditions. So again, it's okay to kind of sit in the sidelines and wait for good opportunities, because there isn't really a ton of them right now, minus the fact that we can see some bearish divergence here. We are underneath all moving averages here on the 4-hour, and it's not looking great. We can also double check here too, under 50 on the RSI. Money flow index getting really, really low. Generally, when the MFI gets closer to 20, we do see somewhat of a recovery or a bounce, just because there's so much money that's flown out of this coin in the last 24, 48 hours that it really makes no sense for it to get any lower. Okay, so again, it's very interesting when this kind of things happen. I'm not saying the price is just going to bounce from here, but generally speaking, we should experience some kind of relief rally here soon, just because money's been flowing out of this coin for some time. Having said that, we're still not at 30 on the RSI either, though, so that leads me to believe we could see further downside. At the very least, probably a retest this lower level like we just discussed here with that liquidation, possibly as low as about 62 to 62,600. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised we see that. Shenanigans are happening all over the place in the crypto market, and unfortunately, it's kind of frustrating a lot of people. I get it. I can kind of get a little upset with it too, but generally when I do, I just kind of take a break. It's okay. It's all good. It'll be there when I get back. So don't hesitate to take some breaks every once in a while, folks. It's there's no use forcing any trades. Take a look here. We can see that there's no consideration for a short position. The lagging span is intersecting with the price action. Conversion line's above the baseline too, letting us know there is technically some momentum to the upside here. We're also, however, below the cloud. So there's no other way around it until we get back up over this guy here. There's no consideration to really look at a long position. So what that does, that tells us 65,000 is the closest area we need to get above and to stay above for at least a few hours before we consider a long position. Okay, so I would say taking long right now is extremely risky. I wouldn't consider it. I would wait for the price action to recover, at least get over that level there first. I would say 64.8 or 65, because again we got this more recent high that's working as somewhat of a resistance level. So if we kind of draw that out on the charts, we can kind of see here that is the area we want to get above. Okay, so hypothetically, perfect world, this is what we're looking for a comfortable long position with Bitcoin. Between now and then, I would just say avoid it with a 10-foot pole, if you've ever heard that saying. It's just kind of a reference for leaving it alone. Okay, now again, if you're going to short right now, just make sure you have tight profit targets. I would not be surprised we just see a quick wick down, a quick wick back up. Like the price action for Bitcoin right now is terrible. There's no other way around it. So again, I know you've seen probably a lot less signals this month. Of course, I can confidently say that we have had less. But again, you know, when it comes to taking trades, forcing trades, or whatever, like it's best to just kind of leave things alone and let the market correct itself first before you try to get stuck in the chop. There's a lot of choppy waters here. This is a very bad situation. Okay, again, it could be a lot worse. Trust me, it could definitely be a lot worse. Good news is, you know, Bitcoin dominance is still kind of pulling back, even though it's up a little bit today. So for the most part, alts are not getting severely damaged right now. So there's that. But I would also recommend don't trade alts for the moment. Wait another couple of days at least to see how the trading conditions progress throughout the weekend, and then maybe consider something along those lines. I know it sounds weird, but weekends have been better trading days than weekdays. So it's weird, okay? Kind of a reverse world we're living in right now. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you learned something. Do not forget to comment below, like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already. We'll see you in the next one. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care.